And then they are like different. You see them police man we shot the girl. See him there. See him there. Him do it. Him shot the girl. See him there. The girl a run, brother. I run the girl a run, brother. Eh? What girl a do? In front of whole heap of other people. In front of people no shot the girl, brother. Miss. Yo. See him there. And then they even have no heart. Then they even have no heart. Watch them. Watch them. Watch them. Watch them. You watch him. Yo. I TikTok me and post this man. I don't care what nobody wants it. You police, you.
On the spot news media, we got the latest news. We don't care about the views, we just representing right. Put local news internationally every night. On the spot, wave that Jamaican flag from left to right. Let's get it right, y'all know the type. We ain't dealing with the hype. We make it take flight.
Yeah, man, my viewers and subscribers, what go on? A blessed and wonderful Thursday morning to each and every person out there tuning in to On The Spot News Media. Now, my peeps, I don't know how we do it over on this side each and every morning. We have to give thanks and praise to the Most High Creator for the preservation of life, because life is indeed the greatest. So in the morning, I'm a peeps, I have a few stories to share with you, the regular members of Chan Public and also members of the diaspora. So please like the video, share the video, watch the entire vlog so you can get a full understanding and a better appreciation of everything we are going in Jamaica. So watch this now, my peeps, in the morning, yeah. Boy, may I tell you, as this year is almost gone, not all of our families and friends have made it. So I am saying this to you this morning. Never take for granted the people you love. As another year draws to a close, we are reminded of the preciousness of time and the fragility of life. The passing of loved ones this year serves as a poignant reminder that those we hold dear are not always with us. The laughter, the shared moments, the quiet companionship, these are the treasures we must cherish, for they are irreplaceable. So let this year's reflection be a catalyst for a deeper appreciation of life itself. And let us nurture the bonds we have. Reach out to those who we love and never ever take for granted the presence of those who have enriched our lives. Yeah, man. So before we go any further in the morning, I'm a peep, so just want to give a shout out in the morning to Triple Star Radio. So for those who have just heard about Triple Star Radio for the very first time, you can find that radio station right here at triplestarradio.com or 96.7 FM, Kingston, Jamaica. Yeah, man. Triple Star Radio, where you can get the best reggae tracks if you're a reggae lover like myself. So Triple Star Radio, blessings in the morning, yeah. So my peeps, so I gotta kick it off with some updates. Then of course we get right on into this morning's main set of stories. So the St. Mary police have recaptured this criminal element here, presently on your screen. He escaped and fled custody on Friday, November 29th, whilst at the St. Mary Parish Court. So he's back in custody, and he has since been identified as 31-year-old O'Shane Scott, also known as Chin Chin, said to be from a Manchester Lane address, Cox Street in Port Maria, St. Mary. So around 8:04 on Tuesday, December 24, members of the JCF conducted a targeted raid in the Frontier District in Port Maria, St. Mary, and during the operation, Scott was found walking along Warner Street. He was accosted and taken into custody. He was scheduled to appear before the Port Maria Circuit Court to face charges of attempted hold-on and take, and also larceny, and also assault at common law and unlawful wounding. The police stated that the criminal element, Scott, was being escorted by a police corporal from the restroom back to the olden era when he reportedly assaulted the corporal and managed to flee through a main gate onto Warner Street. The St. Mary Police Division is advising members of the public that it is illegal to harbor a fugitive. You too can also be arrested and charged if you harbor a known fugitive. So anyway, make we continue. Now, the Westmoreland Police is presently investigating the circumstances surrounding the fatal knockings and clappings of this woman presently on your screen, said to be identified as 32-year-old Lacia Grant. I covered the story briefly a few days ago, where this woman was conned up on her veranda at her home in New Hope district in Little London on Sunday. So reports from the police would suggest that somewhere around 4 p.m, two armed criminal elements on a motorcycle rode up at Miss Grant's home and engaged her in a brief conversation. It is said that the criminal element then take off them gun off of them waistband and open gunfire, hitting Miss Grant multiple times all over the upper body and head before escaping in the area on the motorcycle that they rode up in. So commanding officer of the Westmoreland Police Division, that's Superintendent Othniel Dobson, says that the police are following several leads. So we're going to hear from the superintendent as he weighs in on this latest spate of crime affecting his police division. Now listen.
Miss Grant was 7 months pregnant. We are currently following several leads and hope to make a breakthrough soon. We are urging anyone with information about this brutal murder to come forward and share it with us by calling the nearest police station or Crime Stop at 311. Further updates will follow.
And still in the Westmoreland Police Division, the Westmoreland Police have dealt another significant blow against criminal activities with the seizure of an M16 rifle on Tuesday, December 24th. Superintendent of Police Othniel Dobson, head of the Westmoreland Police Division, will be providing details on the successful operation and emphasized the importance of the continued collaboration with the residents of Westmoreland in the fight against crime. Now listen to what Superintendent Othniel Dobson, head of the Westmoreland Police Division, has to say. Listen.
As the Westmoreland Police continue our assault on crime and criminals, we have embarked on a series of operations over the last few days with our latest find an M16 rifle in the Froome area. Today, one M16 rifle with magazine, no rounds. This is a significant dent on the work of criminals within the Westmoreland Division. We continue to urge the citizens of Westmoreland to work with the police as we try to make this division a safer place for the rest of this Christmas period and right into 2025. Your continued support is needed to make this division a place to work, live, and raise families.
Now over there in the troubled, war-torn, crime-riddled St. James Police Division, the Independent Commission of Investigation is presently probing the fatal knockings and clappings of this female presently on your screen. She's said to be a lady of the night, and her life was taken by a police officer in the parish of St. James yesterday morning, Christmas morning. Now the video shown just before the On The Spot News Media intro, that video is pertaining to this particular story. Now it is stated that the female in question plies her body for sale, in which she had a dispute with one of her customers, so to speak. That dispute definitely developed into something serious. So it is said that the fatal knockings and clappings by the police happened shortly before 7 a.m. Christmas morning, that's yesterday morning. And it took place at the old shoe market downtown in Montego Bay, St. James. So it is reported that the woman was chasing a man with a knife when she was ordered by the police to cease and desist from what she was doing. News reports stated that the woman reportedly disobeyed and continued her pursuit. And as a result, an officer caught her up. She lost her life, same place, upon the scene. Now, angry residents are stating that the police them could have did fire a warning shot. They never have to slap her away in such a way. In which I think, most definitely, I don't know the exact situation, but I do think that the police could have done it a little bit different, given the fact that she was chasing the man with a knife and not necessarily with a gun. And for a knife to do any sort of damage, they would have to be, well, she would have to be within striking distance for her to do any sort of damage to the male that she was chasing. So a warning shot would definitely be something that would have been more acceptable, because if she hear a one can beat off, I'm pretty sure just human reaction would make her stop in her tracks, and maybe she would have been alive today. So sometimes the police them have to take a different approach. And in that case, I think that this one is one of such. Yeah, man. So condolences to the bereaved families of the lady of the night. Just sad for see boy a life just lost in such a fashion. But the fact that she was chasing a man with a knife, probably in the police mind, he might try to prevent her from taking the life of the male. But in return, him do basically the same thing that probably she was about to do by taking her life. So 6 of 1/2 dozen a day there. It still work out to a life being taken. So to the officers out there carrying out your duties, which is to serve and protect members of Jan public, whilst you're doing so, please be mindful that, hey, gunshot are one serious business. And once you squeeze that trigger there, it cannot return to the chamber. And especially in circumstances where your life is not threatened, and especially in domestic situations like that one, please, if you can save a life, save it. Yeah, man. So anyway, make a move on to the main story right now. So as I can see, boy, we drive through the whole of jungle, Rima, Trenchtown, the whole place. So this morning's story, I got base upon the places that we have driven through already. We are talking about jungle. Yeah, man. So now we see where whole heap of things are going as it relates to the one jungle regime. I've made many vlogs surrounding that one jungle regime that is being forced upon the people of Hornet Gardens by a criminal element who is presently behind bars, identified as Niney. Now Niney have some goons on the ground. And one of his goons, of course, is known as Bob, this brother here, presently on your screen. The man will take the life of Beggs, and of course, Beggs or Bobo, as he is known, him to take the life of Ichipang, and the saga continues. Now the fact that Bob take the life of Beggs or Bobo, whichever name you want to call him, Bob get hot in the streets, and police and also other criminal elements align to the now deceased Bobo or Beggs. Half of him too. So him have to look left to see if squad here come, and have to look right if the Knockist and ClapWeh them a come. So him get hot, so him definitely a lay low right, and him never too in the place. So now he have to have a next man on the ground. Now the man we him have on the ground is presently on your screen. Seemingly looking joyful and dandy, have a jolly good time, I would say, with family and friends. But he's not as innocent as he looks. He looks like one of them regular TikTokers who just go on with antics pan TikTok. I forget taps and roses, but this brother here is not about that life. This video, him probably just have a jolly good time with him families and friends, which no matter how brutal and how cool and deadly some of these criminal elements are, them still have much love for them loved ones, same way. So here is a new picture for the criminal element identified as Bye Bye. He's from the top jungle community, and he is the man on the ground right now where I run it off since Bob of his start lay low. So this brother here is not to be taken lightly, because this brother here has been around for a mighty long time. Who remember the one time done for this said era known as top jungle, known as Ziggy. Ziggy lost his life some years ago, and probably a need for do a vlog on Ziggy himself also. So during the time of Ziggy's reign, this criminal element here, Bye Bye, was the second in command to Ziggy. And right after Ziggy lost his life and Ichipang rose to prominence, him start power around Ichipang. But Ichipang, whilst he was alive, never really too trust him, because he was also close with Bobo or Beggs, the man who ended up taking the life of Ichipang. So Ichipang always have him under pretense and basically have him on a very short leash. So boom, Bobo slap with Ichipang. Ichipang end up lose Fim 3 points. So this brother here, Bye Bye, start power on the man we slap with Ichipang. Yeah man. So this brother here not loyal to nobody at all. In fact, how him do Fim thing, any man where run the ground, at the man there, him a work with right away. So him is what we would call in Jamaicans terms a boaty. Yeah man. So now that Beggs is no longer among the land of the living, him start power on Bob, the man will end up ClapWeh. Beggs, wanna say what go on right there, so no loyalty among thieves. So right now, this brother here say Niney badness, right through. He must say one jungle system. In fact, it is now widely stated that Niney say, boy, I saw my black man and Tesha Miller style. Them want to bring pan the ground in a jungle. Well, let me tell you this. Me know how the jungle run, and you, the regular members of Chan Public, know how the jungle run also. That will never happen in a device of MvRDAD. Yeah, man. So I don't know, you know. All I can say, many more will have to suffer, many more will have to die, until them learn to live as one and let go this trying to control the whole place type of situation. Live and let live. So basically, since Bob is keeping it low, a low profile, stay off of the radar because police and criminal elements want him like hot bread. And this man here, the man pan the ground, him a lock all of the strap them. In fact, him a welcome in the importee them when Niney send them over there to carry out the antics, because that a one of the downside of prison, you know. Prison make gangs and gangsters bigger and even more powerful, because when man and man end up in a prison, share the same prison block, a done from over there and a done from over there become friends. They form an alliance and can use each other shooters to carry out acts of atrocities in the area of concentration. So basically what Niney do now, make links with other top dons and use for them shooters in a film area, and him use film shooters in a for them area. And that cause a whole lot of confusion even for the regular members of Chan Public and also for the police pan the ground. Because what go on now when time him use the importees them to carry out the knockings and clappings in a film area. And the police them coming at the area now and try to figure out who do the knockings and clappings there. The regular members of Chan Public no know who them man they be, because all them can tell the police is a tall, brown, slim youth, and them did see him one and two time around such man and such man, but them no know him from nowhere. So that in itself just make crime solving really hard for the JCF and of course other operatives out there who are assisting the police in solving these fatal knockings and clappings. So that is the downside of prison presently, and it is most definitely affecting us, the regular members of Chan Public. Now to the regular members out there who is from the Havana community, that is right across from Top Jungle, be on the lookout and be cognizant of the fact that Niney plan to make a step Panfuno community. And one would wonder why Niney want to make a step upon the Havana community. Now remember the memorial of another top Knockist and Clappist. You must remember who me attack and why Niney would have want to make a one step upon your community. You remember the Knockist and Clappist were known as Chicky Fee Memorial have been making mention of. So you need to be on the lookout, because a knockings and clappings is being planned. So this information is also for the members of the JCF who is entrusted with patrolling these communities and keeping the regular members of Chan Public safe. And why me even say anything, you know? Because most times when them criminal elements make a step for go for a particular person, the regular members of Chan Public who are come from work, who for pitney the outer road or ride bicycle, we have seen this already, always get caught up in the crossfire and end up lose for them 3 pints or get seriously injured. So I'm just saying that just because of the innocent bystanders who may get hurt. So my peeps, take it easy and continue being safe. And as always, safe travel, pan the gravel, and continuously look out on the corner yai kaswa, the old dirty corner boy them. Always out there. Alerts. Yeah man. So anyway my peeps, remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned to On The Spot News Media as I continue to bring you fresh news and updates in subsequent newscast. On The Spot News Media. Yeah man.